Off the draw, the 81s back with it. Attempting to get something going, 8 minutes remaining in the third period. Winterhawks clear that back out to the neutral zone. Hawk with it, down in with Kazarian and Johnson. Kazarian, shot saved by Lease.
Checking the Winterhawks upcoming schedule, courtesy of Colorworks. The Winterhawks are on the road for 2 next weekend. Starting Friday night in a rematch against the Mapleton-Minto 81s. That one is in Palmerston on Friday night. Then on Saturday, a 5 o'clock start in Durham against the Thundercats.
Hawk.
The next home game is
with the puck, pokes it back down for Kazarian. Hawk can't quite handle that pass. Shot, Tatey shot down in front of the net. Wide. The 81s back down. Some speed, Trevor Smith on his man. Zach Graham through a crowd of feet, misdirected towards the boards. And it's back out to the point. Tatey along the boards clears it out. And down the ice, that'll be on net, so there'll be no icing. Pass back up by Lease, down in. Stolen by Quaid. Thrown back out, Penner. Back down in, Penner with Mitchell and Hafling. Mitchell, shot. Sounds like it ringed off the post. And the goalie is down. Mitchell. And the goaltender, Lease, is down.
We have a few more prizes to
after that hard shot, odd angle shot.
For a Winterhawks apron, courtesy of the Port Elgin Vet Clinic.
That sounded like it rang off the post, but
1258 1258 for a Winterhawks ball cap, courtesy of Eastlink. Lucky program number is 1308.
6:55 to play in the third period. The Winterhawks have a 4-3 lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81s.
Program number is 1279 1279. If you have any of those programs, head on down to the front lobby area to claim your prize.
Looks like he's back up anyways. Hopefully he's all right. If you didn't hear Jordan announce it, there will be 2 games on the road for the Winterhawks next weekend. A rematch with the 81s on Friday night and then against the Thundercats in Durham on Saturday night. Off the draw, Hafling down in, shot high and up into the rafters for the whistle. Andy Mitchell back to Penner. Penner off of the linesman. Down along the boards. Mitchell and Penner. Mitchell. Mitchell shot down and Penner pokes it in around the goalie. Scores! Alex Penner with 6:36 to play in the third period puts the Hawks up by 2. At 13:24 into the third period, Alex Penner has put the Winterhawks up 5-3 against the Mapleton-Minto 81s.
Winterhawks goal, his 9th of the season, scored by number 29, Alex Penner. Assist to number 16, Andy Mitchell. Time of the goal, 13:24.
So the only assist on that goal was to Andy Mitchell, scored by Alex Penner. 6 minutes to play in the third period. The Winterhawks have a 2-goal lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81s. Nick Quaid to Peckham. Peckham along the boards to Quaid. Back to Penner, not quite cleared. Shot high and wide of the net. Peckham can't quite clear that either. Back to Mitchell to Quaid. Quaid up to Mitchell, who can't quite reach that one. Penner along the boards down in, and that is offside. No. Being called as the linesman got hit somewhere during that play. Warren taking the draw back to Peckham to Brown. Brown shot down in. McCaig along the boards. McCaig over to Kuntz. Kuntz can't quite handle that one. The 81s get it back. Throw it down in. Zinkin chasing along with Lovell. Centering pass in front of the net, saved by Sinclair. The shot is in behind the net. Shot, odd angle shot, saved by Sinclair as well. And Warren gets it. Out to Kuntz. Kuntz to McCaig. McCaig down in with it. McCaig shot high of the net in the back. Kuntz on the side, back over. Down to Warren. Warren up. And Zinkin back with it for the 81s. The 81s. 81s in the neutral zone. Crowd pleased. Peckham down in. Takes one of the 81s hard into the boards. Blake Underwood along the boards looking to steal it. Can't quite. The 81s have it out. And it's dumped down in. Greg Tatey. Back over along, stuck inside. Centering pass broken up by Jeff McDermott. Brent McDermott now with it with Jeff and Blake Underwood. Blake Underwood. Shot saved by Lease. Scramble in front of the net. Puck loose to the side. Back out to the point for Smith. Smith pass over to Underwood. Underwood broke back out for Tatey, who will go back to defend. On that one, long shot in on Sinclair, gloved by the Winterhawks goaltender. Three minutes and 48 seconds to play in the third period. The Winterhawks have a 5-3 lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81s. Nick Quaid along the boards to Johnson. Johnson doesn't quite clear it out. Back down in. Quaid over to Hawk. Hawk up to Johnson. Johnson can't quite handle that pass, but is able to poke it away from the, I believe that is Pleon of the 81s. Back over to Hawk. Hawk. Johnson. Hawk. Kazarian looking for a pass out in front. Along the boards over to Smales. Smales. Not quite poked out. Smales can't quite hold that in at the line. Still along the boards. Smales. Caught up for long enough for the whistle.
I want to urge you to drive with caution on the way home. The weather conditions are deteriorating outside.
3:03 to play in the third period. The Winterhawks have a 5-3 lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81s.
Is closed between Amberley and Goderich. Highway 21 is closed between Amberley and Goderich.
bit of shoving going on between Zinkin and Penner. Very light shoving. I don't know what you'd call that. A little pushing maybe. A little back and forth, and Zinkin being escorted over with Peckham. Zinkin and Peckham to the box. Offsetting penalties, presumably at this moment. Few players over discussing it with the referee. Discussion with the referee. Seems to be leaving it at offsetting penalties at this moment. 3:03 to play in the third period. Winterhawks have a 5-3 lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81s. Oh no, it looks like the Winterhawks are getting an extra penalty. Extra 2 minutes out of that. And Alex Kuntz is in the box along with Peckham, is presumably serving the second penalty. So that's offsetting penalties plus an extra 2 minutes for the Winterhawks. Peckham, Kuntz, and Zinkin all in the box. Shot from the point wide of the net. Graham in behind.
Number 11, Brock Zinkin, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. For the Winterhawks, number 42, Theo Peckham, a 4-minute double liner for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalties, 16:57.
So Peckham, if you didn't hear that, got a double minor for unsportsmanlike, and Zinkin's also in the box for unsportsmanlike. And the 81s have scored. And that'll put them back down to even strength with 2 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the third period. The Winterhawks have a 5-4 lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81s. Tatey poking the puck down in for Jeff McDermott. Jeff McDermott chasing it.
Number 72, Zach Graham. Assist number 19, John Lunny. And number 27, Joel Petkoff. Time of the goal, 17:26.
So 17:26 into the third period. The Mapleton-Minto 81's fourth goal was scored by Zach Graham with assists to John Lunny and Joel Petkoff. Puck dumped in by the Winterhawks. 2 minutes to play in the third period. 81's taking the puck down in. Offside at the line. Smales with the puck down in over to Quaid. Quaid along the boards. Back to Kazarian, centering pass. Steered wide by Sinclair. Hawk picks it up. Back to the point. Back down in. Smales. Poke back down in by the 81s. 81s along the board. Kazarian with it. Pokes it up to Hawk. Hawk and Cujo on the net. Pass scores! Curtis Johnson from Trent Hawk puts the Hawks back up 6-4 with 1 minute and 20 seconds to play in the third period. That was Curtis Johnson from Trent Hawk in a lovely play. Put it in top pocket, stick side on Josh Lease. A minute and 20 seconds to play in the third period. The Winterhawks have a 6-4 lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81s. Puck chipped down in by the Winterhawks.
His 14th of the year, scored by number 28, Curtis Johnston. Assist to number 19, Nick Quaid, and number 91, Trent Hawk. Time of the goal, 18:40. Last minute of play in the third period.
Last minute to play in the third period. That goal was scored by Curtis Johnson. They have the assist. The first assist was to Nick Quaid and the second was to Trent Hawk, but I believe they should be the other way around. But what can you say? 58 seconds to play in the third period. The Mapleton-Minto 81s have pulled their goalie for the extra attacker, and it looks like they have also called a timeout. Winterhawks with the puck. Almost able to clear it out to the neutral zone. As we said before, the 81's goalie is pulled. Winterhawks keep it back down in the zone, so 81's playing with 6 players and no goalie. 81's bring it back down in a little less than 30 seconds to play here. Centering pass broken up by Jacob Brown. Shot wide of the net. Almost put in. Saved by the Winterhawks. Just poked out. Shot down in. Not quite off the post. And that goes down for icing. Yeah. 12.1 seconds remaining in the third period. The Winterhawks have a 6-4 lead on the Mapleton-Minto 81. Bit of confusion on the ice as to where the face-off should have gone and or whether or not that should have been icing. They have Mapleton-Minto has 6 players at the moment and the goalie. A very interesting way to start the last 12 seconds. The 6th player has gone back to the bench, so they won't have to start with a too many men penalty. The goaltender is back in net for the Mapleton-Minto 81s. Shot steered wide by Sinclair. Cleared out by the Winterhawks. Jeff McDermott to James McKegg. James McKegg shot saved by Leash, and that'll do it for the third period. The Winterhawks beat the Mapleton-Minto 81 6-4. Taking both games in the weekend. What a game, folks. So the final score is 6-4 for the Winterhawks, extending their winning streak. And if you didn't catch that earlier, the schedule for next weekend is a rematch versus the 81s on Friday night in Mapleton. And then they're going over to Durham Saturday night to play the Thundercats, both away games.